let's do just do the first exercise.
You would have to remind me what the first one is.
Yeah,
Like,
10, 12, 13, 12. Yeah, good. Now, slow it down a little bit and focus on the pinky not coming quite so far away from the fretboard. Pedro, let me hear you do the same thing. Cool, perfect, easy, piece of cake. What's the fastest you can go like that? Good. How does that feel?
It's got to focus, but like probably couldn't do the exercise.
Yeah. But let me hear just at that kind of moderate tempo. Well, slow it down a little bit for me. Do you hear how sometimes you do a little bit of a hammer on or a little bit of a off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So I've had some students in the past that like it's kind of sloppy and they're like, good enough. I'm happy with it. But but don't settle. I don't think either of you guys are, but be very meticulous about making sure the pick and the fingers are hitting at the exact same moment. It really makes a big difference.
I feel like, for me, it's like a mind game because, I think in the video you said I was lifting all the fingers, where I should just be keeping this one in place.
Yes.
But I think because of that, I want to just, like you said, a hammer on. I want to cheat.
Yeah.
Because it's there. Where when I lift all the fingers, I force myself. I think my mind is like, well, you got to play every now. So I think part of it's like a mental game with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to cheat, but not to cheat.
No, I get that. It is so much of this, like there is a big physical aspect to all of this, but so much of it really is mental. One of the things that I've noticed over the years is if you practice this really slow and perfect for a long period of time, it's not a waste of time. It'll feel like that. Like even just doing that for like 10 straight minutes, you'll be like, I'm not improving at all.
Yeah.
But then what you'll find is after like 10 minutes, you take a break and then you try to just go for it real fast.
Yeah, okay.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's there. And you didn't even like gradually try to do it. So I also want to encourage you guys that even though the goal is for that exercise just to get to 100 beats per minute as eighth notes, at the end of your practice session, like take a minute break and just let your hands relax. And then just go as fast as you can and just see what happens. In fact, even though you guys probably are not like super warmed up right now, I'd kind of like to hear it. Pedro, let's start with you. I want you to just go as fast as you can. Yeah. Okay, cool. Jay, let me hear you do the same thing.
How about me do that? I can't even start, let alone go quick.
You can even just start with your picking hand. Just get the picking hand going.
No, can't do it.
Yep. Exactly. I know it feels like, why would I do that? It doesn't sound good. But the idea is like, if you wanted to become a sprinter, you wouldn't just jog all the time. You actually have to practice sprinting. So I want you guys getting used to your hands moving that way. And then also this is like kind of that woo-woo stuff, but also your belief that you can play super fast. Because, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many students I've worked with where they're just like, I could never go that fast. And I'm like, you 100% can. So a big part of it is just having that belief in yourself that like, yeah, I'm like, it's kind of it's kind of basic what we're doing. I mean, it's incredible what our hands are capable of, but it's like what I can do is not really that amazing. It's just repetition. So yeah, you guys are just as capable, and I'm left-handed, so this is always kind of a problem for me, and so I have to work extra hard with this compared to this. This is a lot easier for me. So when it comes to like picking, I would say I'm at more of a disadvantage to you guys, because you guys are both right-handed, right? Yeah. But I do have I don't even have to think about that. But picking, it's like my arch nemesis. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. And I don't know, the first exercise that I ever got super fast with, this one, that exercise, the high, low, mid, high, mid, low is how I think of it. So that for whatever reason, the third string is like my favorite for picking. So you guys feel free to move these to other strings. I've told the story on my YouTube channel before, so I apologize if you've heard this before. It was one summer I was working in a factory in my early 20s, and while I was going to school, I only had about 5 minutes a day to practice. I mean, I could have done more, but the schedule was grueling and it was physically exhausting, and I just didn't want to do anything. So I would take my guitar to the factory, and during our lunch break, which was at like 11 p.m., because I worked a like graveyard shift, I would just scarf down my food, and then for 5 minutes I would sit there in the corner of the lunchroom with all these factory workers, and I had my metronome going, and I would just do that. And that's literally the only thing I practiced that entire summer, was that exercise. And by the end of the summer, it became like the easiest thing. And so now, even today, with picking, like I can't do just any picking. I know I have friends that can, like, you can give them anything and they can pick it at any speed. I can't do that, but that pattern, I can do it anywhere. So if you ever see me like doing something where I'm picking really fast, I swear it's always that pattern, and I'm just moving it around. And so that's like how I trick people into thinking that I'm like a really fast picker. So take that for what it's worth, and don't feel like you have to get amazing at every different combination of everything. Like pick 1 or 2 patterns that you really like get competent with a bunch of different patterns, but then pick a couple that you want to just like take to the extreme and just focus on those and don't worry about anything else.
Sick. Like it. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, sweet. Well, let's set our goals for this coming week.